Good evening, Rocket League fans. We are back. It is Tuesday night, evening, wherever you are in the world. Welcome back to the SGL stream. Oh, I gotta mute the streams because I hear myself 3 times. So let's do that. How we doing this evening? We've got actually 2 matches for you tonight. I'm gonna do the first one. Maz is gonna do the second one, but we're gonna start out with Steel Army of the lovely Pittsburgh Riverhounds taking on could be like team logo of all, like the greatest team logo of all time, Wonderwall Blue of Minnesota. Awesome logo there. That'll be game number 1, and then we have ECD taking on EM Dallas Burn afterwards, so stay tuned for that this evening. Let's take a look at kind of the brackets. So we're in the championship. You could call it a second tier, but I think it's just as entertaining, to be honest. It's sometimes even more entertaining than the Premier League. So we're gonna have, like I said, the 2 matches tonight. You'll see the upper final there at the top, kind of middle of your screen. That'll be after this match. We're gonna head down all the way to the bottom of that second column, Steel Army and Wonderwall Blue. So should be a good one. Obviously, win and you move on for these teams. And then obviously if you lose, you are out. And I'm sure they'll say it plenty of times over in the next series. The upper finals not like that. Both teams are still in it. Even if whatever team loses, they'll just jump down to that lower semifinal. So, but lots of fun Rocket League coming up for you guys this evening. Let's take a look at our teams kind of across the board here, and especially with our first match, Steel Army and Wonderwall Blue. And just take a look at their team stats and what we got kind of cooking there. Don't worry about series record. We're not tracking, obviously, like league wins and losses, since this is kind of a playoff bracket, if you will. So don't worry about that. But yeah, it's looking like Steel Army has kind of been going the distance in their matches so far. 7-6 there, compared to Wonderwall Blue just losing in 7 there in their first match. But it looks like on paper you're giving the edge to Steel Army there. Of course, Steel Army has been in the league for quite a while now, so we do know and do love all of their players as well. Wonderwall Blue, some familiar faces, but also some new faces as well that we'll get to take a look at. Let's quickly take a look, because we're going to kick off here in just a few minutes. Let's take a look at Steel Army first. If you're an SGL veteran, you do know these names and you do love these names. Debit, Bear Blitz, Red 4. The combo there. We haven't seen Raisin Boy yet so far this season, but we do see the addition of Fly Penguin, who came in last season and made quite an impact for this team, to be honest. So he's been getting some games with them, kind of a more regular rotation, which has been kind of nice. And so obviously the top 2 there being Debit and Bear Blitz, who's honestly impressed me over the course of last season and even into this kind of mini season as well. But of course, we do want to look at Wonderwall Blue as well. Like I said, a newly formed team, but definitely have a familiar face there, and Mr. KJ Doughboy, who I got to meet in person. Awesome dude. He's also super tall. Not relevant to Rocket League whatsoever, but he's an awesome dude. And he's going to be teaming up with Trash Loon, who I remember I commentated the last match with these guys, and he is not trash. So I really don't like that name, but I'll have to live with it. And then, of course, Wagomania there at the bottom, rounding out the trio there. I'm not sure if they have some more players on their roster. They're just kind of waiting to be verified or that sort of thing. But those are the 3 that we will see probably tonight. I guess I can look at our since I'm in the lobby. Yes, we are going to see those 3 for Wonderwall Blue. So there you have it. Tale of 2 teams. Put your predictions in the chat. How do you think this one is gonna go? It is a best of 7. We're playing standard 3v3 Rocket League. Maz says Steel Army in 7. I like that. Wonderwall Blue can look really good at times. I'm gonna say Steel Army in 6, because I'm a Pittsburgh boy at heart, and yeah, we'll just do that. And here we go. We're getting ready to start game number 1 here. It's going to be Pittsburgh in the blue, and it's going to be Minnesota there in the orange. Let's start with some demos coming out from Mr. Bear Blitz. Fly Penguin is backwards and somehow gets a shot off. Kind of trouble the Minnesota defense in the end, but the ball hanging out in the orange half. Pass from Bear Blitz. Fly Penguin is getting up there and beats two Wonderwall defenders, and it's going to be the Pittsburgh boys getting on the board first. What a pass from Bear Blitz. Didn't try to kill that ball. Often what I try and do when I'm playing from the corner. Just says, Fly Penguin says, leave it, I got it. And we do have a 1-0 lead for Steel Army, and they're not letting up right now. They are camping in this orange half. We'll see what adjustments are made for the team in orange. Fly Penguin, great clear from Doughboy's shot off of the backboard. Fly Penguin wins one. It's going to go up again. That one's going to be on target, but Doughboy is there. Over to Waggle. It's a bump as well and retains possession. So here's the first real meaningful attack in possession for Wonderwall Blue, but it's going to be stalled out by Mr. Fly Penguin, who's been everywhere so far. Bear Blitz walked up his third demo of the game so far. We're just at just over a minute played. Fly Penguin to the corner. Debit gets a demo of his own. Trash Loon coming in for Wonderwall. That one's up in the middle. Debit is super awkward. He might just put this into his own net. Luckily, his brother is there to bail him out in Bear Blitz. Wagomania off the backboard. Is anybody going to be there for Wonderwall? It's going to be Doughboy to Trash Loon who keeps it in. Fly Penguin over Wagomania, and that might stall out the attack for Wonderwalls. Bear Blitz gets another demo. He is not stopping by any means. Kind of a midfield battle going on after that first goal from Steel Army. Wonderwall kind of settling in here. Oh, still kind of camping out a little bit more so on the orange half. Here comes Mr. Horse Engine Doughboy. Gets a demo of his own. And Mr. Not Trash Loon is going to level the match at 1. What a pass from Doughboy and what a demo as well. Getting Fly Penguin out of the way. Bear Blitz couldn't get there in time. And the goal scorer for Wonderwall Blue getting them on the board once again to level us up. Here comes Mr. Horse Engine again. Damn it, off to the side. It's a great save. Bear Blitz goes for the musty. Haven't seen that out of him yet. It's not going to amount to anything. Debit going up off the sidewall. He's going to flick this on. Is anybody going to be there for Steel Army? No, it's going to be met by Doughboy, who picks up the midfield boost. And this is a demo. Bear Blitz. Can he get this one into the middle? No, he goes hunting for demos once again. Nothing coming this time. Debit, can he read it off the backboard? He can. It's a little awkward. But Doughboy to the rescue once again for this Wonderwall team. Super awkward. But Debit and Bear Blitz pinch it out. Wagomania just retreating back. We'll call it a fake. Trash Loon. Wagomania 50 over to the side. It's a demo for Fly Penguin. It's going to open things up for Bear Blitz and Co. But nothing doing yet. Debit, can he get it over one? He can. Fly Penguin is there. There is a penguin flying in the sky. And it's from a pass from Debit. And it's 2-1 to Steel Army. Just under 2 minutes to go. This game number 1. Once again, it is a best of 7, so we got plenty of Rocket League to go. Debit to Bear Blitz. Can he get there? No, not quite. That would have been epic. Bear Blitz over to the side. Debit's going to cut on this. Going to pass this over to Fly Penguin. Fly Penguin is there. That's a low shot. Doughboy, great patience, knowing that that one was not on target. He's going to pinch it out with Debit. Get another clear for the boys in orange. Bear Blitz just pumps it back to the other side of the field. Says, try us. You got to score on us first. Debit in a really awkward situation, but he'll get it over one. Wagomania, that's a great save. Backflipping into that one. Can Trash Loon win a 50? He can. It's right to Bear Blitz, who's going to go and get up for the double. He gets it. And Bear Blitz gets the insurance goal for Steel Army. Just over a minute left. What an awkward play for everybody involved there. But nonetheless, it's exactly what you want if you are a Pittsburgh fan. Debit going under one. Before I get it past another. Fly Penguin to the backboard. Is anybody there for Steel Army? No. It's going to cause a triple commit coming out of Wonderwall Blue. It's going to work out in the end because that was a great clearance. Debit, that's a misread. Trash Loon over to the side. Nobody there. Nobody crashing the box for Minnesota. Doughboy keeping it here with Debit. Debit, backflip, City. Agomania to the backboard. Trash Loon goes, and that leaves the net open just for a second. Debit get there. No, he can't, but Fly Penguin, this one's on a platter. He goes high with it. Can't quite get the demo. We'll call it a fake, and Bear Blitz comes in. A great recovery from Doughboy. Doughboy being the defensive story right now for Wonderwall Blue. This one's going to be open. No, what another save coming out from Minnesota. They are just on their back foot right now. Bear Blitz is going to tap in a shot from Debit, and that will be game, set, match in game number one. I really did think it was going to be a little bit closer in this game one, but the speed right now from Steel Army is just a little bit too much for them to handle. Magomania is going to get one back. Not sure where the defense was there from Steel Army, but... Oh, Debit and Fly Penguin both going. I don't think Bear Blitz is back yet, so there we go. It's going to be 2 goals for Wonderwall. That's good momentum going into game 2. Still got 5 seconds left. We'll see what happens. Fly Penguin, can he get this one back? Plays it into the middle. Bear Blitz is there, but no. It's just all formality at this point. We're going to get that ball down. We do have a Steel Army victory in game number 1. I think it was just the influx of offense from Steel Army that led them to win this game. They were kind of camping the orange half, if you will, and it did. The Wonderwall Blue rotations are always really, really good. And so it was hard to crack there for a while, but towards the end of the game there, the gap started opening up, and Steel Army did end up getting the goals that they needed to win the game. We're going to see a substitution come out for Steel Army. So I mentioned him briefly during the pre-show, the brief pre-show, as we have Mr. Raisin Boy coming in for Debit in this game number 2. Doesn't look like any changes for Wonderwall as of yet. I will say, though, I'm really enjoying this Wonderwall Blue trio. Their rotations are very, very good, very clean. I think they just need to play a little bit faster and try and play around this Steel Army team. If they can do that, they might be able to connect some things on offense. Debit says, guys, Steel Army has a surprise. Is it Raisin Boy? Is that the surprise? I think my Twitch stream might be a little behind everybody's, to be honest. I might refresh here and see what's going on. Oh, I think it might be Mr. Raisin Boy gonna join us for game number 2 for Steel Army. You see, we are getting going in this game number 2. We're gonna start out with Mr. Bellerbut's going up, but Doughboy already up. He's going to take this boost, too. Can he get it by one? He can, but nobody's there in orange to tap that one home. But already see a faster pace coming out from Wonderwall. Raisin Boy has no boost, so he's going to try and kind of cause some chaos. That's going to be a miss from everybody on the field. That one just goes away in the end of the day. Wagomani's going to pick up the midfield boost. Can he get back to this one? He can. 50 it over Fly Penguin. Bear Blitz is there. Controls off to the side. He's going to get it by one, but that that recovery from Trashton to get the bump actually saved them there a little bit. You see a really good challenge. And we're back on the blue half. Doughboy gonna demo Bear Blitz. Got the ball over him, but didn't get the man over. That's what you want in some Brexit defending, but it is gonna be Steel Army on attack. Fly Penguin not quite this time off the post. You see Raisin Boy not quite either. So 0-0, minute and a half in. Good chances from both teams so far in this game too. Fly Penguin not the pinch. He wants Bear Blitz, gonna slow it down here. Fly Penguin going for a demo. Bear Blitz over one. Doughboy to the rescue on the line for Wonderwall, keeping this a scoreless game. Raisin Boy, I think, wanted the ball and then tried to get the boost and ended up getting neither. Bearblitz with no boost on the wall. Trash Loon off to the side. Can Doughboy get there? No, Raisin Boy picks up some boost and does get the clearance. Somebody's there to follow up. Fly Penguin to Bearblitz. Right to Trash Loon. That's a great bump from Bearblitz to get that one off. Raisin Boy is going to clear this one out, but get demoed for his efforts. Both teams just kind of a little cagey in this game. That's a great win from Wagglemania. Is that just going to float in? Surely not. No, Bearblitz read it the entire way. He knew. He knew that wasn't going in. Fly Penguin. Air rolled the wrong way. Raisin Boy. Doughboy, can he get this one over Bearblitz? No, great patience from Bearblitz to not panic in that. Doughboy, oh, down to Wagglemania. Not quite. But Wonderwall looking a lot better in this game, too. Doughboy, can he float this one up? Raisin Boy plays it to himself, slows the game down once again. Full change of pace for Steel Army, but that can change in an instant. Bearblitz, it's a shot, but it's going to be saved out in the end. Trash Loon with the clear, which means Steel Army are going to have to reset with Bearblitz. Up on the wall. Down again. Gets this one to the middle. He doesn't need a pass. He's going to do it all himself. Mr. Bearblitz. Great control off the sidewall, and nobody was ready for it. Or Wonderwall. 1-0 to Steel Army once again, just like game 3, or game 1 rather. In game 1, Wonderwall did respond very quickly, but I don't think it's gonna happen this time. Raisin Boy 50 off of the ceiling. It's just gonna drop in. Doughboy did get there, to be fair, but I think he was trying to 50 Raisin Boy, who just got there maybe a little slow and wasn't expecting it, and that one's just gonna float in. Let's see, 2-0 lead for Steel Army. Doughboy, we'll call it a fake. Fly Penguin off to the side. Trying to still go for bumps. Doughboy get there, he can. He's going to play it off to the side. Fly Penguin. Bearblitz really on the same page. Wagglemania is going to get there. Doughboy, can he flick this on? He's going to at least control it. Get it on target. He's going to sneak it in. I don't think Steel Army were ready for that near post shot. It's a great touch from Doughboy. Got the boost steal and beat Fly Penguin there to the near post. That cuts the lead in half. This game 2 is not over quite yet. Still plenty of time for the boys up north. Fly Penguin trying to end that right now. He's going to need to flick it off the crossbar, and Raisin Boy flies in. Doesn't quite get it this time. Wagglemania. Ooh, that's not the touch you want, but does really well to recover. We'll call it a fake. Trash Loon off the side. Raisin Boy jumps, but there's no third player for Wonderwall yet. Fly Penguin's going to retreat this from Raisin Boy. Doughboy kind of waiting for something to happen. He's going to take the initiative this time. Bearblitz get this one down. No, everybody whiffs there. Wagglemania and Fly Penguin. Who's going to get there? It's going to be Wagglemania, but Raisin Boy says not today. Sends it all the way back down the field with that flat Dominus pancake. Bearblitz to himself. Can he get the flip reset? He can! It's going to be a pass to Raisin Boy. I really thought he got the flip, but I don't think we saw the flip reset indicator, so maybe he didn't. Let's see. That's hard to tell. I don't think he did. Nonetheless, it's a great pass and establishes that insurance goal back for Steel Army. This is going to be a kickoff win for Wonderwall. Wagglemania off to the middle. Doughboy not the touch he wanted. That would have been the way back in the game. Now what can Bearblitz do? He's going to play this over to Fly Penguin. Just going to set it high and send it deep, and with 10 seconds left, I don't mind this at all. Fly Penguin doesn't get the touch he wants, and Raisin Boy is going to have to take care of this with lots of Wonderwall blue players there. Doughboy, can he get this one on target? No. And that ball is going to drop, and Steel Army are going to take game 2. 3-2-1. And kind of much like last season, it doesn't really matter what lineup Steel Army put out. You know what you're going to get from all of these players. Very solid win for them, but yeah, Wonderwall looked more comfortable that game, I think. Just not really getting the offense going as much as they would like in this series. Of course, granted, that is credit to Steel Army and how good their defense normally is, but just not seeing the same magic that we saw in their week 1 or round 1 game against ECD. So we are going to see another substitution coming out for Steel Army as predicted. It's going to be Bear Blitz this time, taking a seat on the bench. And Senior Debit coming back in for this game number 3. And it is important to note that both teams have elected to play US East. So normally after this game, we would be switching servers to give the other team their home servers. But it sounds like both teams are East, so we don't need to worry about flipping the servers, and we were just gonna play East. I'm also enjoying some of those like cookies, those like ones that have like the icons on them, like they have like the flag ones for 4th of July and stuff, like the Easter Bunny ones, you know. If you know ball, you know ball, you know what I'm talking about. But these ones are Yoshi eggs because they are ones from like the Mario Galaxy movie, which was a great movie, by the way. So check that out if you haven't. But in the meantime, we should check out game number 3. Just getting started. Fly Penguin doing this really awkward. Wagomania and Trashloon both go. Doughboy is going to have to read this, and he does not. He gets a backwards touch on it. Fly Penguin's just going to tap this in to an open net. So a mistake on one end from Fly Penguin turns into a goal on the other end after an overcommit from Wonderwall. Lack of communication there. There's no like flavor. They're just like sugar cookies. Yeah. They have them for like all the holidays, like Easter and 4th of July and Christmas. They have like the different like icons on them. They got like Christmas trees at Christmas time, and like I said, the American flag for 4th of July, and they have like turkey ones for Thanksgiving, all that fun stuff. So I guess they're doing a collab with the Mario movie. So. Shout out Bear Blitz for the sub. Thank you, sir. Your team is winning in this game 3, and they are winning the series. This Fly Penguin's going to play this over to Debit, and Wagomania's going to pinch this one all the way back. So Steel Army are going to have to reset. Doughboy. Oh, Fly Penguin went through that ball on my screen. Not sure what it looked like on his end. Wagomania, that one's going to be on target, but Fly Penguin is there. Can he get back to this one? No, Doughboy's going to take this one. Raisin Boy rushes back to get the save. Much better offensively from Wonderwall Blue. Trashloon can't get it to go. I think that was another save from Steel Army, but the demos are coming out for Wonderwall. Maybe that's the secret to get back in this game. It's not going to be that. Fly Penguin taps it in after the super awkward touch from Doughboy. And it is going to be 2-0 Steel Army. Yeah, he Rydog flipped off the backboard. I do that all the time. So I feel his pain. I don't feel his pain because he has a horse engine, but I do feel his pain because he backflipped there. So quite unfortunate there. As we see Raisin Boy getting a demo, just like his other teammates. But yeah, Fly Penguin has looked really, really good in this series. It's my early contention for MVP of this series. Raisin Boy also hasn't played very poorly either. He's going to get this one off the backboard. He's going to set up Fly Penguin. Not quite this time. Debit's going to come in and go, but who's going to beat him to that? What can Doughboy do with this? He's going to play this across. That's a great demo. It's not going to amount to anything right now for Wonderwall. Trashloon gets sent flying back, and with no boost, he's going to just wait his turn. Debit into the middle. Raisin Boy and Fly Penguin. Everybody's there for Steel Army, but nothing there in terms of a goal. Wagomania to the side. Debit off the wall. Going to play this over to Fly Penguin. That one's going to be off. Debit is there to follow it up. He's going to tap this one in. We're just over halfway, and it's a 3-0 Steel Army lead. So Wonderwall Blue just not being able to capitalize on their offensive opportunities. Just kind of hanging back a little bit too much. And it's costing them big time right now. This might be a sweep, guys. I predicted 6 games because I really liked what Wonderwall was doing in their first series against ECD, and that was a really weird flip from Wagomania. I'm not sure how he did that. I'd love to know how he did that. Demo from Doughboy. Gonna free it up for Wagomania. He's gonna get this one. It's gonna be on target, but Raisin Boy's there. Wagomania part 2. Debit is back this time. Doughboy's gonna keep this in. Here we go. For Wonderwall. Can he get around this? He can with the help of Fly Penguin. The 2 players go, and that might be the end of the attack. No, Wagomania says, try me again. Fly Penguin. Doughboy. We're still back in the blue half. We're going to see Debit try and get a clear. Raisin Boy will help him out. Oh, and Debit almost got back to that this time. Raisin Boy tried to play this back to Fly Penguin, but really exactly what he wanted. Wagomania going for the demo this time. What a play from Wonderwall. Trash Loon getting on the score sheet, but this is all Wagomania. He says that ball's going to bounce up. I will get rid of the goalie if you just beat the defender, and that's exactly what happened. What a play. Can they multiply that a few more times in a row in the next 97 seconds? We will find out, but Raisin Boy says, hold right there, please. I got to get that goal back. Let me get one off the kickoff. Not what you want to see from Wonderwall. That's just a tap in for Raisin Boy. And it's back to a 3-goal deficit. Still plenty of time. Still 93 seconds. But not what you want if you are a Minnesota United fan. Debit playing this in the middle. Trashland's going to play this kind of between Doughboy and Debit. Let's see. Big challenge in the midfield. Going to be won by Debit. Wagomania, Fly Penguin off the backboard. Doughboy there to clear all the way downfield. That's going to turn Steel Army around. Here comes Doughboy again. Can he get a demo? He gets one. Maybe that means something. He's going to get a second, but Raisin Boy and Debit are in the attack. It's not going to amount to too much. Wagomania is going to play this to Doughboy. Has to send it off to the other side. Trashloon up from the 3-point line. Doughboy with the demo. That's causing some problems for Steel Army. Wagomania doesn't have the boost. He's going to go for another demo. Raisin Boy, super awkward. Is anybody there for Wonderwall? Doughboy off the post. And is that the chance? Wagomania over to Doughboy. Raisin Boy with the clear. We got Doughboy and Raisin Boy. Does the dough become a raisin? Does the raisin become a dough? I don't know. Debit playing this one into the midfield. Raisin Boy can't quite get there, but 15 seconds left unless some magic happens. I think we are headed to a 3-0 score line. Trashloon's going to play it off to the side. And Debit's just going to kind of kill this in the air. And that is going to be a 3-game lead for Steel Armies. We're going to keep this one up. Not quite. Not quite this time, fellas. Steel Army 3-0 up in the series. So Wonderwall kind of in an unfamiliar spot this time. I think they were up 3-1 in their series. Unfortunately blew a 3-1 lead to ECD in their first match, but they are now down 3-0. So they're going to have to do some crazy things that they want to get back in this series and honestly stay alive in this tournament. They're going to have to win 4 straight over a really strong Steel Army side. And just some notes from producer Maz. That winner guarantees a top 4. Which would be huge. But the loser... Oh, the loser has one last match to play for 5th place. Got it. Okay, so they're not quite done. The losers aren't quite done. Yeah, they're done with the... They can't advance, we'll say. And they just play one more match for placement purposes. Thank you. Thank you for the... over there, as I think we got some maintenance problems. So we're going to restart the lobby. Or I'm going to rejoin the lobby. I'm not sure if it was just me or not. Nope, I think we're going to get some restarts here. But what a game from Steel Army. Like we said, just Fly Penguins looking really good. Kind of being more of the goal scorer for this team. Kind of having, which is kind of ironic, because you'd think that Bear Blitz and Debit kind of the Kobe Shaq deal, you know, kind of just going back and forth. But It's actually been Fly Penguin who's been the scorer for them, but I think that's what's so good about their Steel Army team. Is that they can just put out any lineup and you're going to get, you know what you're going to get from them. That's why they are so hard to beat. So we're going to get the players back in here in just a moment. But yeah, I really think it's just connecting the defense with offense. Honestly, the defense has been pretty good for Wonderwall at times. It's just they can't follow it up. That's the thing. They get a clearance and then Steel Army is right there. And it's right back down their throat. And then they get a clearance and then the Steel Army is right there. And so if they can kind of minimize that, they might have a chance in this game number 4. I'm going to hit spectate and not join team, as much as I'd love to play. We are in Paris for game number 4, as we are going to be in Paris for the RLCS Majors in Paris, and that starts, I think, this weekend. So we are in Paris for game number 4, as my game might have just crashed. We'll see. I don't know if that was just me or not. Oh, we got to pause. Maybe that's what it was. We got to pause. We'll be starting again here in a second. So don't worry about that. And we are going to start again. 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Game number 4 is underway in Paris, France. Hopefully these players don't have to pay like international taxes on their earnings here. That would be crazy. Bear Blitz. That's a great pass, but Devitt's not going to be able to get there. Razor Boy's going to clean up from the side, but good start from Wonderwall. Hanging out in the blue half. Razor Boy's going to play this one. Is that on target? Oh, it's just going to sneak in because the posts in Rocket League are broken. And Raisin Boy, it's a great pass. And ultimately a great shot, totally faked out Doughboy for the early start in game number 4. Not what you want if you are a Wonderwall fan at all. But nonetheless, here they go again. Trash Loon's gonna play this one. She's gonna go right to Raisin Boy. That one is there once again. Devitt high. Can't quite get that one to his brother. Bear Blitz. Trash Loon. Big clear incoming. He's going to get demoed for his efforts. Here comes Devitt. Does he still got it? Does Unk still got it? Not quite. Agomania off the side. Jumped way too early off the wall there. Doughboy's going to try and play this. Great 50 from Bear Blitz. Can he do it again? He can. Awkward from everybody involved. Here comes Raisin Boy. 50. Devitt over 1. But Doughboy is there to clear this one all the way out to the corner. Can he get the boost? He can as well. Leaves the ball there for Wagomania. Devitt off the backboard. Unk still don't got it. Wagomania will clear this. Is there somebody there? There is. Trash Loon. We'll call it a bump. And a great demo. Not sure if... Oh, Devitt is back. I was like, who's in net? Nobody's in net, but Devitt was there. No immediate threat for Steel Army to deal with as his ball hanging out now in the orange half. Raisin Boy is going to play this one off the backboard. Devitt was up, and there was a bump attempt from Bear Blitz, so team play there for Steel Army. Not quite working out this time. Bear Blitz off to his brother Devitt. Nope, it's going to be Raisin Boy on the sidewall. What's he going to do? Play this up. Devitt, can he get there? Man, it's just a little bit wide. Trashland with an awkward pinch. It's going to make Bear Blitz's life a lot more difficult, but he makes it look so easy. Trashland, that's a great control. What can he do with it this time? Can he get a flick off? He can. Really fooled Devitt, though. Swagomania chooses to go for the bump with no boost. That's a little bold right there, but I guess they're down 3 games to 0. Kind of got to go bold these nowadays. Bear Blitz going to soft touch it to himself. That's so good, but equally good is the save from Doughboy. And very good from Doughboy with the clear. Devitt is there on the backboard to clear this one out. Trashland's going to lightly touch this over, but Devitt is there to read it. Raisin Boy. It's not on target. No, Devitt had to backflip to get out of that. That was a great clearance off the line. Wonderwall. Bear Blitz is up for this one. Can he double it? No. Trash Balloon beats one. Can Wagomania or somebody get a demo? No, not quite. Raisin Boy there in time. 95 seconds left. Trash Balloon and Co. definitely need a goal. Realistically, they need it now. Devitt gonna play it down to himself. Trash Balloon, great save. This ball is hanging out in the wrong half of the field if they want to stay in the competition. Oh boy, great bump. Can Wagomania get there? No, but he will double demo Devitt for his efforts. Bear Blitz can play to himself. No, Trashland is there. Good boy. Meets Devitt. Devitt, can he get one more? That's really awkward for Raisin Boy. That's a backflip. Super awkward. Can Wonderwall pounce on this? Wagomania can't. A great recovery from Bear Blitz. Doughboy just going to leave the ball. Trash Loon coming in. That's a great 50 from Raisin Boy. Just killing a lot of time. Doughboy just hanging out. Bear Blitz. Oh no, is that one on target? Devitt's going to race back in time. That could have been a really weird old goal. Devitt by 2. He just has to beat 1. Can he? He can. And is that the nail in the coffin for Steel Army? A sweep. Devitt just takes it himself. I think he tried to double jump, and I'm not sure what the heck happened there. But nonetheless, that might be it. Lots of 2s and lots of 0s on the scoreboard, and Raisin Boy is going to put in a 3rd, and surely that is the nail in the coffin this time. So Steel, barring a miracle, Steel Army are going to sweep Wonderwall Blue and head into the next round to take on the winner of Los Verdes and EC Eternal, which should also be a fantastic match as well, because I know LB made some roster switches, I think, as well. But yeah, Devitt carrying this out. Wagomania off to the middle. Doughboy to clearance, but it's not quite. That is going to do it. Congratulations to Steel Army. They will be moving on and secure themselves a top 4 in the competition. Bear Blitz going to get one more, and he cannot. Great showing for the Pittsburgh boys. Kind of what we expect from them day in and day out. Wonderwall Blue, man, they have a ton of potential. I think that this Wonderwall Blue team is going to be the new ECE. The new EC Eternal, where they just have loads and loads of potential, and they just need more games. They just need more series to be able to kind of figure it out. They are a new team, as we mentioned, so no hate there, of course. But yeah, it is going to be Steel Army, the veterans, if you will, taking the game and taking the series. Shout out Raisin Boy scoring 2 goals in that final game. Of course, 1 on the kickoff, but there was 1 at the beginning of the game as well. So we might have some time for some interviews if people want to come on before our next match. Once again, yeah, stay tuned. We are not done yet. I know this was a 4-0, but we are not done yet. We have one more match. It's going to be ECD. EC Defiance taking on EM Dallas Burn in the kind of upper final there. So, stick around. Stick around. I think we're going to have one, at least from Steel Army. Yeah, I'll stick around for the interview, man. So let's do it. I'll do these interviews and then I'll bounce. Because I will be, unfortunately, not your commentator for the next match. But we can get ready for these interviews. We'll keep it pretty short because we do have to prepare for that next match as well. Perfect. Yep, that works. Yep, we're gonna listen to we're gonna bring in Fly Penguin here in a second, and then we've got Wagglemania in for Wonderwall Blue as well. So we're gonna get both sides of the coin here, which is very good. Super exciting there. As we're gonna bring in our first interview into the booth, Mr. Fly Penguin of Steel Army. Fly Penguin, congrats on the win. Great sweep. How are you feeling?
We're feeling pretty good. You know, we had a bad taste in our mouth after a Game 7 loss in the upper bracket. But so we came back and to get revenge, not on them, but just to let them know that just because we lost, that doesn't mean we're ready to give up yet. So this was a big statement win for us.
Yeah, absolutely. How do you feel? Because obviously you joined the beginning of last season, of season 10. Talk to me about how you've kind of fit in with the team, with the gang. You know, in kind of your like rotation. Like, what's your favorite place? Are you like more of a striker? Do you think? You think you're more of like a? I mean, you're scoring a lot of goals today for sure. But like, how do you fit into this rotation?
Yeah, today I definitely had the scoring touch. It's not my typical play style. I'm normally go for the shot, smack it off the post, and hopefully someone cleans it up. But yeah, whenever I joined last season, it was kind of like trying to figure it out. Where do I fit in? And I think, well, it obviously depends on the lineup, but whenever I play with like Debit and Bear, I like to be either like a defensive number 2, like where I'll be third and then rotate in, or transition from the midfield and start their counterattack, let them kind of do their thing and clean it up or dish it out to them. I like to give them all the glory or try and steal Debit's goals, of course. But I like to be in the midfield and maybe track back and make some saves, or be the third man so that they can go cook. But that's where I feel like I fit in best.
Very nice, very nice. We love that. Yeah, well, you were scoring almost all the goals tonight for your team, so that's got to feel good. I kind of have more of a personal question to kind of round us off here before we get into our next interview. Do you go to all or some of the Steel Army games or the Riverhounds games?
I go to as many as I can. Yeah, I don't think I've missed any. I missed one this season. It was in an Open Cup game against the Virginia Dream. I forget what the league they're in, but I think it was a midweek one. So I was like, I can miss that one. So that's the only one I missed this season. Last season, I went to double-digit games. I went to the final in Tulsa on the bus. So yeah, I go to as many as I can.
Okay, awesome. And then is Steel Army like the official supporters group of the women's team, the Riveters? Is that you guys both? Or is there different? Okay, nice. No, that's cool. I saw them start up, which was super cool. So okay, Debit's also confirming this in chat, but lovely. He also said you were at $1 beer night, which is the most important. So I agree completely. We love a little icy light at a soccer game. So
yeah, I have a good picture of they did a challenge where if you had 3 tacos and 3 drinks in 30 minutes, you got a T-shirt. Which the dollar beers did not count for them, but once I got the T-shirt, I have a picture where I stacked a bunch of dollar beers on that T-shirt, just to, like, hold it up. And it was also raining that day, so I was soaked, but it was very worth it.
Nice. Trash Loot in chat saying Allianz would never allow $1 beer night. Same with Providence Park. So I feel you. I feel you, brother. But yeah, thanks for that insight. I'll have to make it out to Pittsburgh once again. See if I can come hang out with you.
I actually have a championship banner with your name on it.
Do you really?
Yeah, I do, because the game that they gave them out, there was like a whole bunch left over, and I was like, I know someone was asking for it, and I couldn't remember who, and I was talking to Debit, and he told me it was you, so I do have an extra one with your name on it.
I love you so much, and I'm very excited for that. So yeah, now I actually have to come back to Pittsburgh, so I'm excited for that. I love that. I love it. Well, once again, congratulations on the win, Mr. Fly Penguin. Do you have any shout-outs you'd like to make? The floor is yours.
Shout out to the team, Debit and Bear, and especially Raisin for stepping in and absolutely knocking them down. He's the man. Shout out to you guys for streaming and casting. I always love the production here. You guys are great. Opposite, like a reverse shout out to Man City for giving Arsenal the league in the Premier League this season. So That's horrible. So anti shout out to them. Shout out to Wonderwall Blue for their first little mini season. Sorry to cut it short. You guys are pretty goated. I feel like they have a unique play style, and I feel like once they iron that out, they could do some damage for sure. But yeah, shout outs to them.
Yes, very nice. I agree with the Man City thing. Reese Nelly's in shambles right now. Because he's a City fan, and yeah, I agree with the Wonderwall Blue. They have a lot of potential, so we'll be excited to see how they perform in the future. But once again, thanks for tuning in, and thanks for popping in, Mr. Fly Penguin. We will talk to you later, and good luck in your next matches.
All right, thank you guys. Have a good night.
You as well. You as well. I am very excited about the championship banner. That is awesome. I did ask David to see if he could snag me one, so shout out Fly Penguin for that. So love that. So we're gonna have one more. We're gonna have one more interview. It's gonna be from Wonderwall Blue, and it's gonna be Mr. Wagglemania. We'll get him here. Oh, perfect timing. Get him in here, Mr. Wagglemania. How are we doing this evening?
Oh, we're doing all right. Your volume's a little lower than. This is my settings. I was on speakerphone here.
Oh, gotcha. Well, unfortunate result tonight. Obviously, you guys are a brand new team. I guess what has kind of been maybe the biggest challenge, the biggest triumph, maybe, and the biggest challenge for you guys, kind of being a new team.
We haven't had too many triumphs yet, probably. We are very excited to be playing. I think it's been tough when we've hit the wall where it doesn't seem ever going to score a goal at all. That's the biggest challenge for us. We had some early triumphs in the victories, I guess. Last week we had 3 in a row to start against the other team. But I think they found the lineup that they stuck with, and then it felt like we hit a brick wall and we couldn't put any in. So yeah, we'll stick with it, but there's been some tough competition for us.
Wags, I'm going to jump in right now because Rydog's computer and internet has died, so I'm going to keep this interview going real quick whilst Rydog comes back and connects once again. You brought up those 3 games in a row. I mean, that must have, given you an elation that you probably weren't expecting at the start, but now you come crashing down to reality with this matchup. What are some of the lessons
We've
you've
lost
learned
7 in a
over the
row.
season?
What do we do when we lose 7 in a row? I'm not sure what we should
8
do
in a
about
row.
that. 8 in a row. Oh yeah, we lost 8. Thank you for correcting me. I don't know, looking at the history of some other players, it can be maybe a little rough when there's some GC type players you're playing and 2 of us haven't cracked champ. So we know we're up against some tough competition, and we're trying to figure out some of the more mechy players. I also haven't played a whole ton of Rocket League on voice chat with the team, so I'm even just working on trying to chat more while playing. Are you still here? I'm hearing people disconnecting.
No, I'm here. Everything's fine, right?
Okay. Yep, I can
If
hear
you're
you
hearing
now.
anything, it might be my
Okay.
keyboard, but I think everything is
Okay,
fine.
no worries. I thought I just heard a Discord disconnect, so I was just double checking to make sure I wasn't gone.
Oh, no, you're good. You're good, Wags.
But yeah, that's probably the tougher point, is we're definitely playing some competition who has a lot of experience and some good skills, and we'll keep working on it.
Now, your season is not done yet. You may be out of the cup, but you still have one more match to play for next week, which is for 5th place against the loser of Los Verdes versus EC Eternal. In your opinion, would you say 5th place is a good accomplishment for your first ever season in SGL, even if it's a mini season?
Yeah, I think that 5th place is the first winner in my mind.
I guess, yeah.
No, yeah, of course. And any win against some team, it'd be. I'm not positive how our I mean, we kind of put some teams together here late in the game, maybe, that there's another Twin Cities Loons team, and we haven't had the chance to sort of like sub people in and out. So it'd also be fun if our other teammate was around to maybe mix up the lineups and see how different people play together. We definitely are trying to like figure out our own teammates. I think we'll keep playing a few games here after the interview's over. People are still on to sort of feel things out and keep playing together. But yeah, we'd be excited to keep on playing and maybe try out some new lineups if our other teammate is around next week.
Yeah, I mean, I did kind of bring this up a while back, but your fourth teammate still needs to be verified. So, you know, he can still get involved, but he just won't be able to participate in a match until then. But that's a future problem. We don't need to worry about that right now. With that said, I mean, you know, you decided to go into your first season ever in SGL, all 8 of you together. You decided to split it into 4 teams. With what you guys have gone through this season, do you guys think more players should come in to make for bigger teams, or are you guys happy enough with this roster size?
I think we'd be open to more players. I haven't talked to anyone other than my current teammates I've played with. I was thinking I might be more of a substitute type of player, but I'm happy to play as much as possible. And it would be fun to have a group that we can just kind of log on and see who's on and play whenever we're around, for sure.
Yeah, absolutely. Totally get it. One more question before we wrap up this interview, and I give you the floor for shout-outs. You know, you've had K Doughboy come in to essentially lead the way for the team. How much has his experience helped you guys settle into SGL?
Well, I've been queuing on PlayStation and had no idea what was even going on Discord and the commentary that you've been doing. So having the discussion of exactly what's going on and that experience of queuing in private matches has been great for me. I'd never even queued a private match before. So having someone who's had that long-term experience playing and working with groups with new people is great.
There you go. Absolutely. And you know what? Before we actually do wrap up this interview, I want to point out one more thing. There was a bit of support for you guys in chat today, and you guys have, you know, brought out your support for each other as well. How much does that camaraderie help in boosting not only your gameplay but also keeping you guys going in SGL and settling in?
It's always fun to get hyped for some fun games. I know we're in maybe different spots and different places in life with school, kids, work, whatever. It's fun to have something queued up at night to get excited for and get hyped up. So we'll keep amping everyone up, and maybe a little bit of trash talk. We can't really do much trash talk right now because we've lost 8 games in a row, but we'll work on that.
Hey, once you guys get going, I think you guys will make some noise in SGL, that's for sure, given how you guys have started off. But you know what? Thank you for the interview. I really appreciate, you know, the candidness of your answers. I think it really helps with, I think, making us realize that this isn't really that intimidating. You know, SGL is still not like a big boy league where you come in and you have to impress from the off. Like, you could just come in and chill and be yourself. So speaking of being yourself, the floor is yours, Bagomania. Go ahead, say whatever you want to say. Give your shout outs. It's your time.
My shout outs definitely go to my my long-term 2-week teammates, Trash Loon and K Doughboy. They've been very kind in dealing with me in the I'm just like silent on our Discord and chat, trying to figure out how to both change the car cam and ball cam while listening and talking to people. So they're real good at dealing with me. And I would like to thank my wife and my children, who are either hanging out or sleeping. And I love all of our opponents They've been very fine and kind. They've blown me up a lot of times, and that's been good. Usually I'm the one blowing people up, but I think I go up against some champ type players and then they just drive around their cars blowing up my car. So that has been unexpected and exhilarating. So thanks to everyone, and thank you for all of the commentating and work you do behind the scenes.
Absolutely. A shout out to Rydog as well, who was commentating your match tonight. Don't know if you ever want to go back and catch the matchup. Probably not, because you guys did get swept at the end, but you'll enjoy his commentary, that's for sure. But anyways, thank you very much for joining us for this interview. Wags, take care. Have a good night. We'll catch you next week.
All right. Good night. Bye.